Hello, my name is Stephanie Pope, and this is my final project presentation. My research question at the very beginning was really challenging, and so the professor and I worked back and forth for a little while, and this is my initial question: how do students learn best in an online learning environment? And this was really great because I really enjoy having everything be about the student and what and how the student learn best, whether it's brick and mortar face to face or online in synchronous or asynchronous sessions in an online learning environment. And so, as I realized and went through the data collection process and developed an action plan, my action plan did not serve this question. Um, and so I needed to reevaluate my question. And because of all of you guys listening out there, that was some of the feedback I received, as well as from the professor, that I need to address this. So I hope this is something that is, you know, this could work as well, but it is, what do subject matter experts know about online learning? I hope I kept it open enough because I want to know what they know. Subject matter experts are exactly that. They're experts in their subject matter, and they are called upon to write online curriculum. This term, subject matter experts, is actually from Quality Matters and INACOL. They're accrediting bodies within the online learning environment. So I wanted to use that same terminology. And I felt that the initial question, like many of you had mentioned, it really lacked the focus of my action and assessment plan. And my quantitative data assessment, I designed an anonymous Likert 5-point scale and a single open-ended question. And this is interesting because I designed this before understanding what a mixed design was. And so this is actually more of that. But I wanted to grab more information, which is why I did the open-ended question. And you can see the 5 themes there, and those are what I gathered. My audience here are staff, teachers, administrators from an online school, so they're really in the grit and in it, and so they would are really great to know. And actually, all the research that I'll talk about later, it really aligns with this. Although we're a high school setting, and support from home I didn't find in much of my research, and I feel that that element is really key for success in a high school environment. And more so into what the actual data showed is that we have some strong points for question 1 and 2. It was out of a 5-point scale, as I said. And so um, those ones were, I can, oop, I apologize for that. I can let you know the first question, 5 out of 5, was: do you feel motivation can indicate how a student can learn best in an online environment? All of the people who participated circled strongly agree. And number 2, do you feel self-directed learning readiness, which is to take initiative or ownership? I gave it a little definition: can influence how students learn in an online environment. And everyone again agreed strongly on that one as well. The one that Question number 4, if you're wondering what one is that one, it's really interesting because, again, this is an online staff, my audience, and the question is: do you feel online learning environments provide students with a better learning environment? And not all agreed. And I think that is a a compliment, I think, to my staff, because we don't feel it's the best fit for everybody, and we don't admit students if we're not the right fit for them. And there's a lot of other programs out there in the online business, I'm going to say that, and they're just going to take any and all students because of different reasons. So we have different values when it comes to who is a true and why there is this a better learning environment for them. The qualitative needs assessment, this assessment was more open-ended, and I was able to gather even more themes. But two of the questions that I'm going to focus for this presentation were, what are the biggest challenges teachers face while teaching, and what are the biggest challenges students face while learning online? And these were just huge open ended questions. I just wanted any and everything. You could take so many different angles. And so these were actually the three themes that I concluded from these. And this is actually really parallel with the research I found, which I'll reveal in my lit review coming up. And there it is. And the interpretation of the results, this is my interpretation, that the data suggests that online learning is offers a significant amount of challenges for students, and it really pushes a student to become an active learner, not a passive, the teacher is going to tell me when things are due. The teacher in an online environment, they need to have that self-directed readiness, as that would be called, to take initiative and to become an active learner. Um, so the literature review that I reviewed. Reviewed a number of research, and this was one that really stood out. Megan Lister is a researcher who actually analyzed I can't remember the exact number, but a wide range of research. I would say at least over 15 different research, and she, analyzed them all linearly, identifying, are they qualitative, quantitative, are they high school, are they blended, are they this. She really broke down the overall themes of each research, and she concluded these themes from all of that research. So I really valued this piece in my review because of, basically, she provided me with even a greater snapshot in her condensed research work. So her main points were course structure, content presentation, collaboration and interaction, and timely feedback. And timely feedback is more on the teacher end, but it can be facilitated within the course design, which is why I think it's relevant here. And the collaboration piece, I just want to point out that that was one of my surprising. I was just surprised. None of the staff who participated in the survey showed that that was a necessity or that was a hindrance. Collaboration was nowhere in that piece. So I'm curious. These surveys this research was all for higher ed. So that's where, man, I just wish there was something similar for K-12 or high school for that matter. And then this was another research piece that was more on the self-directed learning readiness and project based learning. And what I'd like to continue researching is text rich versus video based learning. As most of you know, I am writing an American Sign Language course fully online, and this is something that is also near and dear to my heart. So, what's more of that element? Not necessarily just all about the design. I'm also curious about that content as well. So, my action plan. My action plan is to create an online training course for subject matter experts. And this course would be ideal for the SMEs to take before they develop their course content. And this is so that they can have a more just a full understanding of who an online student really is. And it's, who knows what they may or may not know about the fundamental skills on how students learn best online. And that's something that this course would address. And those are my six modules. I would actually conduct this, or I would hypothetically conduct it in an online course, but those are the themes that I had gathered that were of some importance. And my assessment plan to properly assess my action plan, the audience actually would be to take the writers who have previously written a course and are in a rewriting phase, because I feel that this is a great opportunity to capture them before they start rewriting and give them questions about, do you fully understand how students learn best online? Just that generic question. Give me a rating. And then let them write that course. Let them go throughout their journey, and then ask them that again. Did they feel more confident? Did they change anything in the course because of this training course? That would add validity to the possible course creation is as a result of the action research. So, yep, there you have it. And here are my references. I appreciate you. I went about a minute over. I apologize for that. I look forward to your feedback, and thank you again for taking the time to watch my presentation.